Aladdin. Good evening, worthy friend. What I hold before you is no ordinary lamp. In fact, it once changed the course of a young man's life. A young man who, like this lamp, was more than what he seemed. A diamond in the rough. Read on to discover a tale full of adventure and friendship. A story about how what's on the inside is the most important thing of all. It all began one dark night with an evil man continuing his quest for the ultimate power. Deep in the Arabian desert, an evil sorcerer called Jafar and a thief named Qasim stood outside the Cave of Wonders, the entrance to which was a giant tiger's head. Too afraid to go into the cave himself, Jafar ordered Qasim to go. As the thief moved nervously towards the entrance, the tiger boomed. "Only one may enter here, the diamond in the rough." Despite this warning, Qasim hesitantly stepped inside. Suddenly, the tiger head entrance collapsed and the man disappeared under the sand. "Watching on," Jafar said. "I must find this diamond in the rough." Early the next morning, in the marketplace of Agrabah, a poor street urchin named Aladdin was looking for a loaf of bread. He decided to take one without paying. "Stop, thief!" shouted a palace guard. With no parents to care for him, Aladdin needed to steal to eat. He was also excellent at outsmarting the guards and quickly escaping their clutches. Aladdin and his best friend, a monkey called Abu, lived on the rooftops of Agrabah, where they could see the Sultan's palace. Aladdin looked at it longingly. "Someday, Abu, things are going to change. We'll be rich, live in a palace, and never have any problems at all." At the palace, Princess Jasmine had a problem. Her father, the Sultan, said the law required her to marry by her next birthday. This was only 3 days away. Her father had chosen several princes for her to choose from, yet Jasmine didn't like any of them. She wanted to marry for love, but her father simply just didn't understand. To him, the law must be obeyed. The Sultan, unsure what to do about his daughter, spoke to his most trusted advisor, Jafar. The sorcerer told the Sultan he could help, but he would need the Sultan's mystic blue diamond ring to do so. The Sultan was hesitant, so Jafar hypnotized him long enough to take the ring from him. Now, Jafar could use the ring to find the diamond in the rough he so desperately needed. While Jafar plotted and planned, Jasmine decided she would rather leave her life as a princess than be forced to marry against her will. "I'm sorry, Raja," she said to her faithful tiger, "but I can't stay here and have my whole life lived for me. I'll miss you." So, with the tiger's help, the princess climbed over the palace wall and was gone. The next morning, Jasmine walked through the marketplace, delighted by the sights and sounds. She noticed a young boy wanted an apple, so she took one from the stall and gave it to him. Having spent her entire life away from the real world, Jasmine didn't realize she was stealing. The stall owner wasn't very happy and confronted Jasmine. "Thief!" he shouted. As he took out his sword, suddenly, Aladdin, who'd seen the whole thing, jumped in front of Jasmine and convinced the angry man that she wasn't a thief, just confused. The pair of them managed to walk away unharmed. Meanwhile, in his secret chamber, Jafar used the Sultan's diamond ring to activate the sands of time. "Reveal to me the one who can enter the cave," Jafar commanded the magical hourglass. Suddenly, an image appeared inside the glass. "There he is, my diamond in the rough." The sands inside were showing Aladdin. Jafar ordered the palace guards to bring the boy to the palace. Back at Aladdin's home, Jasmine was impressed with where Aladdin lived. "It's not much," said Aladdin, "but it's got a great view." When Jasmine saw the palace in the distance, the smile fell from her face. "Where are you from?" asked Aladdin. "What does it matter?" she said. "I ran away and I'm not going back." Suddenly, the palace guards thundered up the stairs towards Aladdin and Jasmine. "Here you are," shouted a guard. "They're after me," Jasmine and Aladdin both cried together. The guards were actually only after Aladdin, and they quickly caught him. Jasmine threw off a scarf to reveal her royal identity and asked them to release Aladdin, but they refused. The guards locked Aladdin and Abu in a deserted dungeon. Aladdin couldn't help but feel frustrated about Jasmine. She was a princess. No matter how much he liked her, he'd never see her again. He was a street rat, and she deserved a prince. Just then, an old man appeared. He offered to make Aladdin rich enough to impress a princess, if the boy would do one small errand for him. When the old man opened a secret passage that led off out of the dungeon, Aladdin agreed to help. The old man took Aladdin and Abu to the Cave of Wonders, the same cave where Cassim disappeared. He wanted Aladdin to retrieve a magical item for him. "Who disturbs my slumber?" the tiger-head entrance roared. "It is I, Aladdin," came the reply. "Proceed," the tiger thundered. "Touch nothing but the lamp." Aladdin and Abu carefully entered the cave. Before long, they entered a huge treasure chamber. A magic carpet appeared and playfully tugged at Abu's tail, then hid behind a pile of gold. "Maybe you can help us," Aladdin said to the carpet. "We're trying to find this lamp." The carpet led Aladdin and Abu to a lake deep in the cave. At its centre was a huge altar made from rocks with a lamp sitting on top. He carefully approached it, wondering what all the fuss was about. It didn't look that impressive. Just then, Abu reached out and touched a gem, ignoring the command of the tiger's head. "You have touched the forbidden treasure," it thundered. The ground rumbled and shook. Aladdin was flung into the air as the cave floor turned to molten lava. The carpet caught Aladdin and Abu as they were falling and raced towards the cave entrance. As they were about to escape, Aladdin fell from the carpet. He frantically grabbed for something to hold on to as he begged the old man for help. "First, give me the lamp," cried the old man. Aladdin handed it over and watched as the old man snatched it from him and fled without helping. Along with Abu, Aladdin fell to the bottom of the cavern and towards the hot molten lava. Outside the cave, it turned out the old man was actually Jafar in disguise. He was happy to have finally gotten the lamp. Jafar reached inside his cloak. The lamp had gone, and the sorcerer howled in rage. Back in the cave, which had turned back into stone, Aladdin and Abu had been rescued by the magic carpet. Abu still had the lamp too. Aladdin rubbed the lamp to get a better look. Suddenly sparks flew, smoke whirled, and poof! A genie appeared. "So what'll it be, master?" the genie asked. He explained that Aladdin could have 3 wishes. Aladdin didn't know what to wish for. The genie explained he was the best friend Aladdin could ask for. He could give him riches, the most magnificent food and strength, beyond all words. But there were limitations to the wishes. "Limitations?" asked Aladdin, who glanced at Abu and added, "He probably can't even get us out of this cave." "Excuse me?" asked the genie. Seconds later, they were flying free on the magic carpet without Aladdin using any of his wishes. Meanwhile, Jasmine was angry with Jafar. She believed he had gotten rid of Aladdin forever. Jafar apologized, but Jasmine would not accept his apology. "At least some good will come of my being forced to marry," she said, "and when I am queen, I will have the power to get rid of you." Safely out of the cave, Aladdin thought about his first wish. He wanted to be with Jasmine. "Genie, I wish for you to make me a prince." The genie looked at Aladdin's size and build, and he measured. Here, there, and then with a wave of his big blue hands, presto! The genie had dressed Aladdin in clothes fit for a prince. "Hang on to your turban, kid," the genie announced. "We're going to make you a star." In the blink of an eye, Aladdin found himself riding into Agrabah in spectacular parade of acrobats, dancers and sword twirlers, along with a large collection of animals, including Abu, who the genie had changed into an elephant. Arriving at the palace, Aladdin, calling himself Prince Ali Abu Bakr, asked for Jasmine's hand in marriage. The Sultan was delighted. A prince of such quality wanted to marry his daughter, Jasmine, who did not recognize Aladdin, was far impressed. She wasn't a prize to be won. Wanting to show Jasmine he wasn't as arrogant as he appeared, Aladdin, still disguised as Prince Ali Arababwa, visited her that night. "Leave me alone," said Jasmine, when he saw him over her balcony. She had little interest in a stuck-up prince. "Please give me a chance," replied Aladdin, who offered her a ride with him on his magic carpet. Excited to go on the magic carpet, she happily accepted. As they flew together across deserts, mountains, seas, and cities, Jasmine realised that Prince Ali was actually the boy from the market. By the time Aladdin had taken her back to the palace, it was clear the pair were deeply in love with each other. For the first time in his life, things were starting to go right for Aladdin. Things quickly went wrong again, though, when the palace guards captured him with orders from Jafar to throw Aladdin into the sea. With a ball and chain on his legs, Aladdin sank to the bottom of the sea, with the lamp landing nearby. He struggled to reach the lamp and was quickly running out of air, but he soon bumped into the lamp. The genie appeared and used one of Aladdin's wishes to rescue him. "Don't scare me like that, kid," said the genie as he unchained Aladdin. At the palace, Jafar had hypnotised the Sultan again. Turning to Jasmine, the Sultan said, "You will wed Jafar." Just then, Aladdin arrived and revealed Jafar as an evil sorcerer. Jafar caught sight of Aladdin's lamp and realised he was Prince Ali, the villain, then escaped, vanishing into thin air. Not long after, Jafar's parrot, Ago, lured Aladdin outside by copying Jasmine's voice. When Aladdin went to look for her, Ago stole the lamp and gave it to Jafar. After Jafar rubbed the lamp, he told the genie his first command: "I wish to rule on high as Sultan." The genie had to obey. He transformed Jafar into the Sultan, then lifted the palace into the air. "Genie!" cried Aladdin. "No!" "Sorry, kid," replied the genie. "I've got a new master now." Jafar made his second wish, to be the most powerful sorcerer in the world. Then he used his new power to send Aladdin and Abu somewhere very cold and far, far away. Aladdin and Abu huddled together in the snow. "Somehow, I've got to go back and set things right," said Aladdin. Fortunately, it wasn't just Abu who had been sent away with Aladdin, but the magic carpet too. There was still a chance to save Jasmine and stop Jafar's evil plan. "Back to Agrabah!" cried Aladdin. At the palace, Jafar had strung the Sultan up like a puppet and made Jasmine his slave. He was enjoying his power so much he didn't notice Aladdin had returned. Jasmine had seen him, however, and tried to distract Jafar so Aladdin could take back the lamp and save everyone. Unfortunately, the sorcerer caught Aladdin's reflection in the princess's tiara. Jafar swiftly used his magic to imprison Jasmine in a giant hourglass and turn Abu into a toy. Then he trapped Aladdin behind a wall of swords. But the boy was ready to improvise, like he'd always done on the streets of Agrabah, and the idea had come to him. "The genie has more power than you'll ever have," Aladdin taunted Jafar. Infuriated, Jafar used his final wish. "I wish to be an all-powerful genie." Jafar was instantly transformed into a genie, but he's forgotten that a genie is doomed to live in a lamp and must obey his master's wishes. Aladdin picked up Jafar's lamp, and the wicked sorcerer was imprisoned inside of it for all time. Genie then threw the lamp deep into the desert. As a reward for Aladdin's bravery, the Sultan changed the law so Jasmine could marry whoever she wanted. Aladdin used his third wish to free the genie, who couldn't wait to explore the world. Aladdin and the genie hugged goodbye, but they knew they'd be friends forever. The end.